Hello everyone and welcome to day 218 of Project 365. Today's going to be a quick little video talking about that lovely little thing that we all like to call the quote-unquote Ground Zero Mosque. Now, as I've said numerous times, it isn't a mosque. Never was intended to be a mosque, nor will it ever be a mosque. It isn't a mosque, people. Let's get this clear. Okay, so now that we have that idea thrown out the window, let's look at some of the other arguments that don't really particularly make sense in this situation. First of all, there's people who are saying that this is automatically some type of symbol of victory. I've mentioned this before, and I'm going to have to mention it again because people keep bringing it up, and it is so stupid. It isn't. It isn't some symbol of victory. Yes, it has been in Islamic nature to erect some pillar of amazement or of superiority. This isn't it. And that is awkward. But this isn't it. Never was intended to be this. So why do we constantly keep acting as though it is? Stop it. Stop it, you, people, you, the ones who are saying it is, it isn't, okay? Can we agree on this? Yeah? Okay, good. Secondly, there's this whole argument going on talking about how just because they can build it doesn't mean they should. For those of you who know, should is a normative statement. In the law, there is no room for normatives. It's always been black and white in regards to whether or not you can or cannot do something. For the most part. Yeah, sure, there are exceptions. That is a given. But in almost any other legal system, there's exceptions too. So in this case, just because people think they shouldn't build it, doesn't mean we should be actively trying to stop them from building it. If we wanted to really uphold the democratic ideals that built this nation, we would allow them to build it. It's as simple as that. Doing anything else is bigotry and going against the foundational ideas that built our country. Nextly, why is it that we get to decide what churches are built around Ground Zero and what aren't? How is it fair that we can discriminate against the hundreds of Muslims who lost their lives in the building as well, while still allowing the Catholic and Christian churches to remain in the area? Why is it that we get to decide this simply because of the fact that the people are Muslim? They don't deserve the ability to have a church, even if this was a church? How is that any fair? How is that sensible at all? It isn't. It's bigotry at its best. That is the best way to define this. So this whole stance of not being for it is stupid and dumb, and it's filled with hatred and rage that shouldn't belong in this situation at all. So really, why are we debating it? Why does there need to be a debate over something that people have the right to do, simply because of the fact that we hold personal beliefs against what they believe in? Our personal beliefs shouldn't dictate whether or not someone should be able to do something. Instead, we should be looking at the legality of the matter. And once you can look at the legality of the matter, and if you look at the legality of the matter for this, you realize that they have the right to build it, and therefore they should build it. Whether or not it's offensive is moot. It really is. The Constitution is there to defend the rights of the unpopular, of the offensive. And that's what it's doing now, and that's what it will always do. You see, for a while, our country has been creating these ideas for equality off of highly unpopular ideas for its time. Look at freeing the slaves or interracial marriage. Both highly unpopular ideas, all backed up by religious ideologies, then later on struck down, and we as a society started to welcome the ideas. The Constitution enabled and fostered those ideas, and it's going to foster this just the same. So why is it now, after all of these years, after all of these societal breakthroughs, we decide, you know what? Let's just take away these people's rights simply because they destroyed a building. Yeah, we lost people's lives. We lost lives. They lost lives in a pointless war. So why is it we have to continue on with this? That's what I don't understand at all. If someone can enlighten me, please do so. Because I want to know why we need to debate this. Why we need to debate fundamental rights all over again. It just doesn't make sense. So, my question for you guys. Do you think normatives have any place in the law? Do you think that statements like should and could or would or shouldn't deserve any legal basis at all? I'm curious because right now that's the only argument that people against the mosque have. And like I said, it's not even a mosque. It's just so much easier to call it a mosque than saying the community center. But yeah, so that's it for today, guys. Hopefully this was decent. I sort of threw it together really quickly because I just got back from dinner and I have philosophy homework to do. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Bye.